Okay, so we are back. There is a chance it won't be for very long. There is some very similar weather to what caused this problem to start in the first place, threatening tomorrow. So if that happens, then we're big time boned. But for the moment, we are back. We have our heat and power, and even the internet's back on, obviously. But not everyone is so lucky. Like I can look outside, and it's just still all black. Like I can't see any house lights or street lights or anything else out there. So there is still a lot of people that are still dealing with what we've dubbed Ice-pocalypse, which is Ice-pocalypse V1, because there is a chance for Ice-pocalypse V2. So, yes, we're gonna get through Wednesday before we reschedule any sort of wheel spins, because I do not want to tell you that they're going to happen on Wednesday, because there is a more than 0% chance that they will not. And we will be back in the cold again. So let's see. This is potential winter storms. Snow during the morning. Give way to rainy conditions during the afternoon. High 36. Windy as fuck. Snow 3 to 5 inches. And if it would just fucking snow, we're good. We can handle the snow. I mean, that's Michigan. But nothing can really prepare you for that. And I mean, my dad, who's in his 60s, and everyone that, I've heard have said, like, I've never seen anything like what's happened. It's been crazy. It's been crazy for sure. And then the weekend, I keep hearing that the weekend's not going to be very fun either, but there is a chance. So
and welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Seattle Mariners. Just about to get underway on the hill for the Mariners, Bryce Miller. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big...
Well, out of Ice-pocalypse V1, Ice-pocalypse V2 threatening. We're playing some baseball tonight so we don't fall actually behind it all, which is crazy to say. Live Saturday night, live Monday night, and we didn't even miss a game. So that's good news. Colt Keith takes ball 1 from Bryce Miller. Oh,
popped up.
Oh, different venue. Same problem. Pretty well-timed mistake pitch from Bryce Miller. The Colt Keith just sent sky high. We are at least one game behind in hockey. We were supposed to play a game on Saturday. Power was flickering all over the place. I wasn't taking any chances, so we will have to get to that at some point. Probably not tonight.
They just did a poor job converting in those situations.
Andy Ibanez has been surprisingly a little bit useful against both right-handers and left-handers. Lefty specialist is Ibanez.
Andy Ibanez, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Ah, yes. I remember when we played Madden. We still do. Quick 2 strikes on Ibanez. Couple of fairly well-located fastballs from Bryce Miller.
1 down, base is empty. Swings and misses.
Damn it. Day off clearly didn't do us any favors. And of course, playing a baseball game has been the farthest thing from my mind the last couple days. But hopefully, as this game goes along, we don't blow it on the mound. We keep ourselves in it and eventually get our eye going, get the bats going.
And that one
Wow.
is lifted in the air.
Those are two hittable pitches there in that first inning.
That'll do it.
One to Green, one to Colt Keith,
No
and we did
scores.
nothing
head to
with
the
them.
Bottom of the first.
Well, we don't do much for Jackson Jobe as we head to the bottom of the first inning.
And we're back. And today on the
Well,
hill,
here he is.
Jackson Jobe.
Late call-up last season to make his major league debut. And I mean late September. One of the top prospects in the Tigers organization was on the playoff roster.
We go to the bottom of the first. And now for Seattle.
Makes his first
Donovan
career
Solano.
start today. Donovan Solano for Seattle.
That one
Okay, that's good to see. First pitch of the day. We timed well, still missed the zone because of course, but if we have our timing down pitching-wise, might not be so bad.
There's a strike.
Fastball into Solano, not very well thrown. His changeup command is ass. Yeah, it's a good changeup though. On the ground to Ibanez, no speed down the first base line, does not charge it. One up, one down.
The Mariners lineup.
So if a Dylan Moore here either hasn't played or is hitless on the season before, the lineup does get a little bit tougher. J-Rod and Randy Arozarena. Mitch Garver is still on this team. I want to say he got cut. I think this cutter is going to be a good weapon for Jobe here today, if we can control it.
One out, base is empty.
Dylan Moore, the two-hitter. And
And
2-0.
another ball.
Quote from Jackson Jobe in spring training. As it's 3-0. Which is very fitting right here. This man said, I'm done trying to dot a gnat's ass in terms of his location. And he's just going to try and beat guys with the stuff that he has, which is admirable.
Next
Cutter
offer is
in
for a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is
Fastball right to Kerry Carpenter. Out number 2. Didn't throw it all that well, but 2 up, 2 down.
Batting third, the center fielder.
And now it's Julio
So here's where it gets tough. Don't make a mistake. To the superstar, Julio Rodriguez.
First pitch misses.
I think I was kind of starting to learn a little bit in that Dodgers series that you can throw fastballs down as long as you throw them well.
Right through there.
That
for a
one,
strike.
not thrown well at all,
2 out, space is empty.
but it worked. Haven't broken out a sweeper yet. Probably the wrong guy to do it against. Yeah,
And it's
fouled it
foul
off.
away.
Only 4 pitches for Jobe.
And
Changeup
the
just
1-2
missed. Great
misses
take
to even the count.
by Rodriguez. Cutter,
That
nah.
one missed.
Command is going to be a problem. It does appear. Fastball blew it right by him. 99.
Past him.
And a
Mariners
strikeout to end the inning for Jackson Jobe. That's a pitch that over in LA we ain't getting back. We saw it time and time again.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is Kerry Carpenter. Carpenter measures 6 feet.
Well, Kerry
2
Carpenter
inches.
looking for his
Batting in the
first
cleanup
hit
spot,
of the
and
season
he's usually
here in
right.
Tigers
Today,
franchise.
starting in left.
Couple of starts did not start opening
Miller
day.
back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left.
And I mean, if Bryce Miller continues to lead pitches where he has, I mean, through his first 7 pitches of this game, we're going to be able to get to him, especially with guys like Carp.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Took some off the fastball. Bryce Miller does have a good one. Can touch 97. That one at 95 down and in. A little bit out in front on it. Hasn't really gone to any of his secondary pitches yet. Splitter, sweeper, really haven't seen him. That one hit hard by Carpenter. Probably some of the loudest contact off his bat, but Rodriguez underneath that for the first out.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter,
So now the DH spot, Spencer Torkelson.
So now we'll see Torque. Got a nice start on opening day, but Game 2, Game 3 in Los Angeles, not so good. Ball one.
There.
Got to take advantage of that. Bryce Miller has not fallen behind much. And weak contact off of Torque's bat. Rodriguez moving in. He's got that one too.
Really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases.
Still just flailing a little bit. Not the greatest swings. That one there with Torque actually timed fairly well for where that pitch was. Just matter of time. We'll break out eventually.
Zach McKinstry stands in now.
First time we've really seen Miller go for an edge. McKinstry 1 for 6 in his career. Did pick up his first hit of the season against LA. And a chopper, third base. Sinker, it's another decent swing, and we're going to get a base runner on due to an error at third. And not only that, McKinstry, as this ball went into the netting, is going to move up to second base.
Costs him an extra base, too.
So, runner at second.
All right, well, it's the left-hander Trey Sweeney now. Kind of the same problem, potentially, that we had in LA. We were able to get runners on base. This one's a little bit different with 2 outs, but put runners on base, and we haven't been able to drive them in. That one inside to Sweeney.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound.
Not like Sweeney is much of a threat, but would you rather go after Jake Rogers, who does not have a hit on the year yet?
The 1-0. Oh, swing and a foul straight back.
96 on that fastball. What did we do wrong? A little bit out in front. Ooh. Tried to clip that corner, just missed. Much better inning from Detroit in terms of making Miller throw pitches. Oh. First time we really saw a mistake splitter. In fact, I'm not certain we've seen that pitch yet. Early on it again was Sweeney. Pretty clear what we're looking for. And into left center field. That one will get down. McKinstry rounding third, coming home. 1-0 Detroit. Trey Sweeney with a 2-out hit. And the Tigers, I think for the first time this season, lead.
Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Runner at first with 2 away.
Jake Rogers now.
Jake Rogers.
Ball one.
In, and it's 1-0.
I mean, you know we fell down big against LA in Game 1. We didn't score a run in Game 2. I don't think we led 1-0 in Game 3 of that LA series, so... Oh, man. Whoa, nasty sweeper that actually bounced back into play. Not really worth the risk. Rogers does have some power. Not much, but a little.
Here's a 2-0.
Ooh, good pitch from Bryce Miller. Get in this count, 2-1. Oh, Rogers. We got to be on that, man. And again, timing-wise, we were. This team right now just doesn't have hitters. 2-2.
2 outs.
And skied into center. Rodriguez underneath should end the inning, and it does. Trey Sweeney, though, singles to left, scores McKinstry and the Tigers. Hold on to a lead.
Major League Baseball is on the show.
Now can it stand?
Back in Seattle, bottom of the inning. Now the left fielder, Randy Arozarena.
We'll see Randy Arozarena off to a rough start this year.
Not even close there. And that's ball 1.
Fastball. Not thrown all that great, but probably thrown good enough.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, Spook, that just keeps the game
Cutter
moving.
low.
Nothing overly unique about the
Really feels like cutter, sinker, those are pitches that have been very tough to control for our Tigers pitchers so far. Fastball on the edge. Rosarena yet to take a swing.
On who's umpiring, or is it good?
Oh, he swung at that sweeper.
So you're not that surprised.
Interested to see how far outside the zone that was. And a ground out for Rosarena to start the second.
You're aware of it, but you have to
Austin Shenton DHing today.
And now Austin Shenton. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information
First pitch,
teams about the
easy
umpires.
fly out. Manny Margot, 2-away.
Nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed.
So if you missed it pregame, no Gleyber Torres for the next 10 days. His first home run of the season against LA had to be sent to the 10-day IL, which means he has to be sent to the 10-day IL here in franchise 2, and there's our first questionable call of the day. Fastball, late swing by Canzone, foul. Going to be really important not to make a mistake with this changeup to a left-hander. And, well, we really didn't. However, I think that was thrown fairly well. But a single up the middle, a 2-out single for Seattle. Well, capable bat in Jorge Polanco here. Changeup wasn't thrown bad by any means. Fastball on the edge. And despite not having the best command on the fastball, feels like Job's located it fairly well.
And misses inside.
There's some meter lag going on right now. I don't love that.
Tying run is at first.
2-1.
Bottom half of inning number 2.
And a chopper. Smartest thing? Go to first base. We'll do just that. That'll end the second inning for Seattle. They put a runner on for the first time in this game. But it was 1-0 Tigers as we head to the third. And until we get guys like Wenzel Perez, Matt Vierling, Parker Meadows back, and I mean now Gleyber Torres, we're going to have to play a lot of these pitchers duel type games and really hope that our rotation holds up.
And a strike.
Splitter in for a first pitch strike on Margot. 2 hits on the season for Manny. And foul. Get out of play. Up into the netting. Well, a quick 0-2. Might have chased a little bit there. Haven't seen that sweeper yet. Only a matter of time. Ooh, splitter inside. A little bit low. However, hasn't really tried to throw that pitch low very much. There's that sweeper.
Misses for a ball.
See if you can go upstairs.
1-2.
Make sure you miss up and
Manuel
out of the
Margot.
zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
I was fairly certain we got that splitter again. Strikeout for Bryce Miller, and here's the top of the Tigers order, Colt Keith.
He's 0 for 1.
Ball 1.
The first pitch misses for ball 1.
I think with these capable left-handers, even though Keith doesn't have a lot of power against right-handers, only 52, the contact's good enough to the point that we could try and drive something out. Roof is closed here today. And in the air, right field, and we might have done just that. Back and gone. First of the year for Colt Keith.
He nails one out.
2-0 Detroit.
His first homer of the year, and they boost their lead. It's
Hell, is that our
2-0.
second home run of the season? Oh, yeah. There we go. We're putting runs up on the board. Like I said in our last game on Saturday night, our season starts Monday when we face the rest of Major League Baseball, not the LA Dodgers. Fastball down and in. Not my type of pitch. But we turned on it with Colt, drove it out of here.
In there with the knees.
Good sweeper there from Bryce Miller. He's probably going to throw it there a good chunk if he can control that pitch worth a damn. And down the line and foul. Hittable splitter, but only at 84. And hit fairly well to left from Ibanez. Not well enough. There's out number 2.
2 down, bases
Riley Green.
And next up for the Tigers, Riley
Casual little fly out to left field for Riley his first time up. Ooh. I really tried to hold back on that as soon as I noticed what kind of pitch that was. Didn't think we were really going to have much of a chance. We fouled it away. It's in the zone anyway. Hopefully, no harm, no foul. Oh! Came back with it, made an even bigger mistake with it. I don't know how Riley didn't hit that any better. 0-2. Fastball. I kind of figured he was going to try and go there.
Too close for me.
Just wasn't sure where.
Fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by.
1-2 on Green.
I don't think he'll let the next one go.
And laid on it, fastball up and in. Another one hit fairly well out there to left field by Riley. But that's out number 2. Colt Keith, that looks nothing like Colt Keith. It's a work in progress. First home run of the season. 2-0 Detroit.
And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Mitch Garver up to it here.
Oh, we see Mitch Garver. Correct me if I'm wrong. I want to say he got cut. Or was that Mitch Haniger?
First pitch doesn't find
will miss from Joe.
1-0.
Fastball, fouled straight back.
Fouled back.
For as much as I've thrown that cutter, it really hasn't paid off a lot yet. Change up just slow.
And a count 2-1.
Probably going to have to go back heat, unfortunately. I could try and throw a cutter in there, but not so sure about it. And Job's fastball is so good that good chunk of the time, even if we make a mistake on it, going to be able to beat guys. Sweeper down the line and foul.
Just foul.
McKinstry playing right on the line. And the 2-2. I didn't throw that well at all. Not well at all. 3-2. Fastball, there it is. Another fastball blown by a capable Seattle hitter. 2 strikeouts in this game for Jackson Jobe. 1 against Garver, 1 against Julio Rodriguez.
Pitches in there. 0-1.
Well, a little bit of a thorn in our side in Nashville Mudcats franchise. At times, J.P. Crawford. Hot start to the season for him. Batting .400. Not so sure about this pitch. Well, I actually don't even think we threw that poorly. That'll be a double for J.P. Crawford here with 1 away. Second Mariners hit. And I want to say that sweeper may have even missed inside, and Crawford was just out in front on it.
That front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Here's Donovan Solano.
Did. Just off the edge, inside, and here's Donovan Solano. Ooh, got the call on that. Top of the zone feels a little generous. Bottom of the zone, tough to tell.
Man at second.
And that's trouble. And the Mariners are going to be on the board. Couple of doubles. Down the right field line. Margot took forever to get that ball. Not sure we had a chance at the out at second anyway, and it's a one-run game. Second double of the year for Donovan Solano.
Found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
One out.
I think we got to strike that cutter.
Stepping in for the Mariners, Dylan Moore. There's the strike.
Certainly making way more mistakes with it than it's really worth throwing. I mean, just everything is either over the plate or missing outside, which doesn't help us.
That clips a corner.
However, Job's fastball command so far been quite good. And that's unfortunate. Some meter lag going on there. Mercifully, just foul. Change up, down the line, Colt Keith. There to make the play. That'll be the second out. Eliminate sac fly potential here. However, it is Julio Rodriguez. Due up now, 5 for 16 on the season.
You know this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more.
And Carpenter on the run, left field, big time running play. Kerry Carpenter, but Donovan Solano puts Seattle on the board. They're out hitting Detroit right now, but still trailing by a run. That's another thing that we really weren't able to do against LA, and that's limit rallies, limit damage. Kerry Carpenter, you could argue 3 hittable fastballs he saw in his last AB and remains hitless. That's going to continue. Fastball down and in, same pitch that Carpenter, or rather Colt Keith, homered on. And I think it just went off of the end of the bat there for Carp. I'm just seeing heat with Carp, and yes, he did go off the end of the bat. That's hittable, but he really hasn't featured that slider much at all.
It's a great pitch to hit if you can.
Got some good velo to it. 88 on that one. Got the sinker on the outside edge. Couple of different hard pitches that Bryce Miller features. Fastball and sinker, and yet there's no speed difference between them. Sweeper in the dirt.
Skips in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Just missed outside.
And it's 2-2.
42 pitches for Miller. Would like to get him into the 50s this inning. We'll see if that's possible.
Goes down looking.
Not in love with the call. Gotta say.
For the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone.
That hardly caught a piece of the edge. And yet, I don't know. I don't know.
Those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Now here's McKinstry.
Next to hit, Zach McKinstry.
I think the dream of 50-plus pitches might be dead this inning unless McKinstry can get on. He reached on an error his first time up. It's a nasty slider, and he's certainly starting to throw it a lot more for it being his 5th pitch. Seeing it a good chunk this inning. 0-2.
Keeps the at-bat going.
Chase there. That was low. Low and outside, but a little bit too close. He hadn't gone over to the outside part yet. McKinstry foul.
Right side, and that's
Time he went splitter. 4 different pitches sent our way from Bryce Miller.
2 down, nobody on.
And McKinstry nearly got hit. Sweeper all the way to the backstop. Everything below the belt to McKinstry. I wonder if Miller wants to try and get us to chase up top. Or he just misses outside. 2-2 still. Could still see something upstairs.
The wind of the pitch. And now it's filled up.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if
close take. Didn't really want to take it, but
his tenacity.
Nice take from McKinstry.
That's a good
That'll be a walk.
right there. He was down early in
So
that
McKinstry with a
appearance.
2-out walk. All of a sudden, that 50 pitches here through 4 is viable. Trace Sweeney with an RBI single. Actually, we're already over 50 pitches. Good. Ow, Sweeney. Oh, so many hittable pitches thrown by Bryce Miller today, and this team just can't get on him.
Tigers lead one, but they still lead it 2-1.
Damn it.
Bottom 4, now it's Randy Arozarena.
Well, moving along, Detroit couldn't add on any more, unfortunately. Oh, boy. Carpenter on the move. He can't get it. All the way to the wall. Arozarena with pretty good speed. He will stop at second base. Lead off double. Randy Arozarena sitting first pitch fastball. Got it. Pulled it. Outside part of the plate, too. That misses any further inside. You're probably looking at a home run.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Now it's the Mariners DH, Austin Shenton.
Maybe tie him up with a cutter, hopefully get him to pop it up.
And
If I could throw that pitch.
And that is ball 1. Runner at second, nobody out.
Fastball right on the
side.
ground, Colt Keith, but that'll
He
move
steps on the
Arozarena
bag,
up to
one out in
third.
the bottom of the 4th.
That's a good
Runner
piece of
90
hitting
feet
right there.
away.
It's early, but you
With
still
only
want
one
to
away, and it's
give your
Dominic
team a chance to
Canzone.
score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Count 1-0.
Canzone, the next to hit, takes outside.
Change up, call it a
He's
strike.
in for a strike.
Not really sure what Canzone's looking for.
Right through there
Clearly
for
not a
strike.
fastball.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up.
I think
get the
something
ball
like
in
this,
on
if-
the
as
plate
long as
so
we
that
don't
he
make a
can't
big
get the
mistake with
barrel
it.
to and hit it to the outfield.
Ooh, way late on the swing. He got a piece. Gas. And popped
Swinging
up
a high fly ball out towards
into right.
field.
The throw from Margot
Tags for home.
is offline. Tie
And
game.
he's in to score. It's 2-2.
Sometimes
Manny
all you gotta do is
Margot
your
with a
job,
good
but
effort from
don't
right field. Got
overcomplicate
behind
things.
it.
Keep Simple. Runner at third, less than 2 outs.
But now,
And a nice job
brand
on
new
the
ball
second
game. Here's Polanco.
Polanco takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
Polanco 0 for 1 tonight.
That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1.
Jackson Job's
Ball
pitch
game
count
still
in
tied. They can get out of
okay
this
shape.
inning If they tie game.
And back up the middle, and what do you know? Another auto shift
Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
on a ball that definitely should have been playable for a second baseman playing
Timing on the
straight up.
swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle.
All right,
Didn't
I'm
swing
putting
it
it
up
in the
as much as he
goddamn
probably would have
pick the
liked,
stick
but
notes so I see it at the end of this game. Turn
Up
off
next for
auto
Seattle, Mitch
shift.
Garver.
I'm
He
done
struck
with it.
out swinging in his first at bat.
I'm so over that. The amount of hits that we surrender to the Dodgers like that, multiple per game, and then now it's happening against Seattle when Seattle's trying to rally and take the lead. It's just too
To the
many.
right side.
Ground ball
Ibanez.
to Ibanez.
Throws
That'll
the
end the
first
inning,
in
but Seattle
time.
ties it
That's the third
up.
out, inning over.
Unfortunate.
Run on
Hopefully
two
the
hits and
Tigers
they
bats
lose
can
one.
keep it,
We
I
played
guess,
four.
kind of keep
We
it
are
going. I mean,
2-2.
we got 2 runs on 2 hits. We're not exactly setting the world on fire here.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters.
It
have
is a bit of a
performed up to
pitcher's
this
duel,
point.
which I think plays into our game a little bit more than Seattle's. They got a couple different hitters that can hurt you, and right now the hitters that you would expect for Detroit, Riley Green, Gary Carpenter, not doing a whole lot. Bryce Miller, still plenty of energy. Could pitch into the 7th here tonight.
Miller back to work.
Why?
Foul
Why did I
off.
even bother?
Well, these Tigers just aren't
95
putting
mile
good
an hour
swings on the
sinker
baseball
low
this
and
one.
in.
Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been
gross.
hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
That's a strike
All right.
next to the sweeper.
Well, not much they're going to be able to do about that. Couple of nasty pitches to Rogers. Could see a sweeper, slider away.
0-2.
Or a splitter. Not at all what I was thinking.
For him on the bump today.
Fourth strikeout for Bryce Miller. Down goes Rogers. He remains hitless on the year.
Some guys are good,
but to be honest,
right there, they clearly had a plan down that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
I mean, we could have done something with that splitter. I just wasn't looking for it. I didn't think he was going back to that same spot. Manuel Margot, 0 for 1.
And that's
wow.
For strike one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this
all of a sudden,
one.
Bryce Miller has really got the location on that breaking ball going. All of his breaking pitches.
Average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Next offering way off the plate. All tied up, and we're at the top of the fifth.
Yeah, figured he was going to get it. Couple of pitches on edges to Manuel Margot. Missed again.
Misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Miller about to throw his 60th pitch. One away here in the 5th. That'll miss again.
3 and 2.
The guy at the plate could recognize.
We'll count on Margot.
The hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
And Margot bobbled at third. Does he have the speed to beat it out? Yes, he does.
And the defense comes away with nothing.
Third hit for Detroit. Manuel Margot gets in on the action. Bobbled at third, not ruled an error, nor should it be. You could argue. I mean, that's off the heel of the glove. I know the third baseman's got to move there, but still.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now, here is Colt Keith. He's already homered here in this one.
Well, first home run of the year for Colt Keith last time.
That
go right back in around that same spot that we hit it.
It was a 5th-round pick in 2020.
A little bit further inside. 0-1. I saw that start to move a little bit. I thought it was just going to break down, maybe be a splitter or something. Quick 0-2, but a couple of dots from Bryce Miller. In the air to center field. Colt Keith, has he done it again? No.
Rodriguez.
Not as much on that ball as I thought. Out number 2 here in the 5th.
Now it's the second baseman.
It's Andy Ibanez.
0 for 2.
Strikeout and a flyout for him. Oh my goodness, deep left field and foul off the bat of Ibanez. Oh my goodness. Andy doesn't have that type of power usually against right-handers. Whoa. He came back with a breaking pitch, the sweeper. Bullpen action for Seattle.
Santos getting loose as well.
Check swing, I might have went. Did not. It's a big surprise there. It certainly felt like I went around. We'll take that break. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Fastball up top. 5 strikeouts for Bryce Miller. Ibanez just misses out on a home run. And this game remains tied.
Back in Seattle. Now it's the shortstop, J.P.
Crawford now.
J.P. Crawford.
1 for 1 with a double, and for a rare time in this game, that fastball up in the zone is not a strike.
And that makes things more challenging on the defensive side.
Hunter finds its way in, but yet again, it's still the same problem.
So they keep finding ways to put their bat
Sweeper back up the middle. Man, oh man. If I got half of the lucky hits that the AI get, Jesus Christ.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Donovan Solano is 1 for 2. Sparks the Mariners to get on the board.
Runner at first with no outs here.
Runner on the move. It's a hit and run. Green is on the run. He will get there for the first out here, the 5th. Oh. I kind of should have expected something was up there. Donovan Solano is not exactly, or rather JP Crawford, not really a base stealer at this point. Here's Dylan Moore, 0 for 2.
First pitch misses.
A lot of meter lag in this game. Been really unfortunate.
And another ball.
I don't get fucking meter pitching this year, man. Used to be that if you nailed that meter, your pitch was going inside the circle. And now it just doesn't appear that that's the case.
2-0. That clips the
Fastball
corner.
will hit the high outside corner here against Dylan Moore. Cutter in the air, skied into left center, though. Carpenter underneath that.
That's out number 2.
Throw to second base. Hopefully a good bounce-back inning for Jackson Jobe. Seattle's been fairly hot the last couple innings. 2-0 lead for Detroit, and then all of a sudden, Seattle's clawed their way back. Oh, God almighty. Center field, goodbye, 4-2. First time we kind of got a look at that new no-doubter animation. I thought I got away with it with a foul ball. Not the case. Julio Rodriguez has the Mariners in front.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat.
J-Rod hits it into the so-called J-Rod squad.
Ball squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
You just can't make mistakes like that to hitters like that. You can't do it. Bullpen is in mostly good shape. We're not going to use John Brebbia here today. We'll warm up Canely. Probably a mistake. And Brant Herter, who I don't think has pitched since opening day. I don't understand the cutter, man. I don't get it. I do not get it. Like, what does it take? Like, where do I have to aim that thing?
Base is empty, 2 away.
Because every time I perfectly locate or perfectly time that cutter, it's missing low. I just don't understand.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Sweeper into a Rosarena. Fastball, gonna stay alive.
And they'll do it again.
Probably a mistake.
Foul ball left side, he'll see another.
We'll do it again. And a rocket into left field off the cutter. 5th inning just will not end for Jackson Jobe.
Austin Shenton.
He can have Austin Shenton, probably not much more. And down the line, and luckily fouled. I mean, just everything off of Jobe pitches right now is getting hit real hard. Runner on the move into center field. Green is there. They will not try and send the runner. Well, it's going to be 4 2/3 for Jackson Jobe. A good first 2 innings. And then not so much after that. We got a left-hander here, switch hitter, and then a righty. We're going to bring in Brant Herter just to try and get that final out.
Pitching change coming.
At this point, we have to. Got to keep these games close because it's the thing that we were unable to do against the LA Dodgers. Keep the games close, limit the rallies. We did a good job over the last 2 innings of limiting them to 1 run, but then 2-run shot this inning cannot really afford much more, not with our offense. Fouled away by Canzone. A sinker. Missed up in the zone from Brant Herter.
That one
misses.
Yeah, the count even 1-1.
Canzone yet to be retired. Technically not true. He did have a sac fly last time out. Got him swinging on the sweeper. Well, the fifth inning ends, but Julio Rodriguez has struck. 4 runs on 9 hits for the Mariners. And yet, for us, I mean, we got to feel like we're still in this game. We can put runners on base. There's plenty of time. We're only down 2 this time. It's not like we're down 5 or 7 like we were in LA.
We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th.
It is a pitching change, which is incredibly unfortunate. We've got Green, we've got Carpenter due up here in this 6th.
And try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Green up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Action in the
Munoz
bullpen
and
for
Spire
Seattle.
also
Andres
warming up.
Munoz up and loosening in the pen.
Not a lot of heat
also
from
throwing.
Saucedo. What in
And
the
another
fuck
ball.
is he doing? 2 sliders that have not even made us think. Means he's probably going to dot a sinker down and away. Or a changeup. Might have been late on that, actually. I mean, he's got that slider. He just hasn't thrown it well the first 2 pitches. Down low, 3-1.
1 strike.
Oh, man, I don't want to do it, but I think pitch hitting Carpenter might be in our best interest.
Swings through that.
Really got no business swinging at a good fastball up in it, especially from a guy that you're not expecting a fastball from. Fouled away by Green. Way too close to take 3-2. Probably strike 3. I feel like he's got to go slider away at some point. And he did, except he missed. Slider missed in the middle of the plate. Riley Green takes it to left field.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Really good swing.
There we go. A leadoff man on can really spark us. Carp, of course, just no pop. No pop against left-handers.
Will be the cleanup hitter, Kerry Carpenter.
I mean, I really don't know what the
Time call.
what the best move is here. We do have Justin Henry Malloy, 64 contact against lefties, 60 power, an outfielder. Honestly, it's not a terrible move. So, for his season debut,
Justin
Henry Malloy just called up today. But that's a win for Seattle because they get Carp out of the game the rest of the way. And I'm sure we're going to see a right-handed guy out of the bullpen at some point. Wish we had him. And a ground ball. Oh, no. Oh, no. They got him. Double play. It's a well-hit ball from Malloy. Hit fairly decent on the ground, but just doesn't find a hole, and the Tigers continue to do it. And I mean, that's a fastball up in the zone we turned on, and we got on top of it.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
I don't know what it's going to take for this team to hit. Oh my! Spencer Torkelson! That'll help! We get our first no-doubter of the season, and it's a 1-run game.
That one felt good.
Spencer Torkelson goes deep.
It's 4-3.
4-3 Seattle now. That feels good. I mean, especially 2 home runs in a game with a team that you just don't think is going to hit a lot of them. First torque bomb of the year.
At more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That
double play hurts even more now.
Zach McKinstry.
Well, it's an 0 for 1 day for Zach McKinstry. However, a walk and a run scored. Ooh.
Swing and a miss.
Ooh.
0-1's the count.
Oh, we were on that slider too.
Next offering is in.
I don't know why I couldn't pull the trigger there. Bullpen's going to be really important now to keep this a 1-run game. Hope our offense can figure something out. Tie this game, take the lead, whatever. Chopper right back to Saucedo. That's a good 2-strike changeup right down and in. Spencer Torkelson goes deep for his first of the season. 1-run game as we head to the bottom of the 6th.
See, every time you see me, I got something new. I got something new. Every time you see me, I got something. I got something new.
Staying in the game on defense, Justin Henry Malloy. He'll be the new left fielder.
Encouraging, though, from Malloy that we did hit that ball hard. Sadly, though, on top of it. Now, can we make a pitching change here or not? We're just getting back into the swing of things in baseball. We can, but I'm not really sure how much it benefits us. I mean, we got a switch hitter here in Polanco. That's going to be screwed regardless. Then Mitch Garver, and then J.P. Crawford. We could make a move when we get to Crawford. Sinker down the line. McKinstry's right there. 1 pitch, 1 out from Brant Herter, who's retired 2 Mariners now.
Mitch Garver.
So we'll see Mitch Garver. Again, not a great matchup for Herter. But with Herter's location, though, being a lot better than a good chunk of this pitching staff, maybe it's not so bad.
That one close, rule the ball. And now it's even 1-1.
Oh, you cannot continue to give this team, or any team, those. That really blows. It's just unbelievable how much we get screwed. Sinker in on Garver. Everything out of the zone or low. A sweeper. I don't really know this is the best call, but here we go. Fouled it off.
You'll see another.
Herter does not have great velocity. I mean, maybe it's another sinker down and away is probably the best call. Swing and a miss. Absolute dot from Herter, but it didn't really matter. Mitch Garver way out in front.
2 outs, base is empty.
So now J.P. Crawford faces a left-hander for the first time today.
Check swing.
Fastball, check swing.
Strike 1.
0-1.
JP is 2 for 2. And back up the middle. Late jump from Sweeney. Make that 3 for 3 for J.P. Crawford and bring up the top of the order.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the Mariners leadoff man. Solano.
Might not hurt to put in Canely here. We got 3 right-handers due up.
And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound.
Makes sense.
Change coming.
Let's make that change. Mostly good work out of Brant Herter, though.
Now pushing forward.
Tommy Canely taking over on the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen.
So it'll be the 3rd appearance of the season for Tommy Canely. We know the deal with him now, that he doesn't locate very well, but his stuff's good. Similar to Jackson Jobe, I guess, in that regard. Slider got the edge. Hot start for Canely could be huge. And he hit him.
Well, this has become a dangerous
Sinker
situation
gets
now.
away. There are 2 on and 2 out
For this offense to take advantage.
for Seattle. Dylan Moore.
For the Mariners. In there for strike 1.
This is
0-1's the count.
probably got to be considered the biggest situation of this game. Slider is foul, and it's a 2-strike count on Moore.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second.
Change up low. He fouled it off. Fouled that
Foul
too.
ball still
Late on
0-2.
it, as expected.
That
Wouldn't
one
chase
missed.
that. Ball 1. 1 and 2 on Dylan Moore. Runners on first and second. 2 away here, bottom 6. And a 1-run Seattle lead. Wouldn't chase that slider.
2-2's the count.
He's tightening up his zone a good bit. And down the line, and Seattle is going to add on more as that's going to go all the way to the wall. They're going to try and send a 3rd run in, or a 2nd run rather. The tag from Rogers is going to keep it to just a 1-run double.
7th inning coming up. It's the M's.
However,
And the Tigers 3.
so close to getting out of it. 2 strikes in the inning. And Seattle comes up with the big hits that right now our team just cannot.
Andres Munoz.
These are the spots relievers really
Trey
make it
Sweeney
for themselves.
does have a hit
Late
today. Drove in the
and
first
There's not much
Tigers
margin for
run.
error, but at the same time, there's
Ooh.
a reason to put in these
Whoa.
situations.
Sweeney.
Andres
Now as he
Munoz
swings
blowing
and misses for
100
strike 1.
past us. Look, catching up to that fresh out of the pen.
Just
Missed with
missed.
us.
Hoog, he never moved. 'cause
Where
he
it's really
never
going to go
had time
wrong
to.
is if we
That kind of
get some
velocity,
bad
you'd prefer
calls
that pitcher work away.
on some of these wild pitchers. You just never know where the ball's going to go.
The shortstop
Up and in
takes the
at
ball.
101.
That was absolute gas.
2
Triple
balls,
digits
1
on the
strike.
gun. It's
2
just
and
a
1
different
on
experience
Sweeney.
as a hitter watching that go by.
Fouled away. Slowed it down a little bit. 99 miles an hour. Right on the cusp of good timing. Not really off the barrel, though. All heat.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing.
That's
at it,
pretty
so
gross.
it's a Good take by him.
Just missed it. 3-2. That'll miss
Plate appearance
high.
there.
And a
Able to
walk
take the
to
walk.
lead off the
And now
inning
bring
for
the
Trey
flying
Sweeney.
to the plate.
That's number
Well, a breaking
34.
ball in
And
that
now it is
3-2
Jake
count
Rogers.
kinda
He
tells
is
you
0
that
for
that's the
2
pitch he has the most
tonight.
confidence
Look
in
at
right
how he
now.
got treated
Just
last
couldn't
time.
find the strike zone.
Munoz going to supply the power for J-Rod.
Rogers into box
However,
now, takes strike 1.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think
Munoz
a little
locates that
frustration
first
from
pitch
walking the
fastball
previous
very
hitter.
well.
He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Strike on the outside edge.
With 2 strikes, may see
Not
some
what
movement
we
over there at
need
first
to
base,
see.
Trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That is the
Next
way.
pitch misses way
Ball
outside.
1 on Jake Rogers. That's gross. That is really gross. I don't know what it is. Jake Rogers feels like me in Road to the Show. Seeing the nastiest pitching that these guys have to offer when he really doesn't deserve it.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
It's hittable,
Now
but
this team
at
is
the end of the
definitely
day,
looking
it's
for a big swing of the
not
bat right here.
preferred.
Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to
0-1
manufacture
on
that
Margot.
run from first, it feels like it's really important.
down the line. It gets by.
Slides, but it gets
Sweeney's going to get up to third base on this.
Sign goes up
Manuel
to third.
Margot
Runners in the corners with 1 out.
with a big
Always
one-out
feels
single
amazing
here in the
getting job
7th.
done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual
Just
stats.
down the
Smash
line.
that will do
And he
you
was
good
down
for
the line the
knock,
whole
but it's hit
way,
that hard, it makes it
expecting
very
it to
tough
go
on the
foul,
infielders
and
to
it
make
never
any
did.
sort of play. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Colt Keith 1 for 3 tonight. The home run to right field.
Now at the plate, Colt Keith.
Foul. Oh,
Slash
sinker.
foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats.
Home run was Colt's first of the season. What might have been only the second for the Tigers through 4 games.
2 on, 1 out.
And that one's into center field. It is not going to get down. However,
Runner tagging from third.
Sweeney will tag,
He's safe.
and it's a 1-run game again.
That wasn't your standard sack.
2 RBIs for Colt Keith tonight.
Just couldn't get it to drop in.
Man, he hooked that hard, too. If that's got any slice on it at all, we're in good shape.
And up next for Detroit, Andy Ibanez. 0 for 3 in this one.
Andy Ibanez batting .364 through nearly 4 games. Can he come up big here? Margot, not great speed.
Big swing and a miss.
Didn't miss that by much.
A little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around the score and tie this ball game up.
Swing and a
Went
miss.
pow. It actually did not go back to the sinker there. That was a 4-seamer.
Get that front foot down early.
Tied us up.
Just
We were
spread
late.
out. He's really late right
Here
now.
we go.
2 outs. Misses
Oh.
just off the outside edge. I think
He
that
got
was
Rogers on that same pitch.
Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
The fact that we were able to put a run up on Munoz is kind of a miracle in itself.
swings and
It's too
misses.
close. Too close, too fast, and
So a run on 1
unfortunate.
hit, no
Andy
errors, and a man
Ibanez
left.
is 0 for
7th inning
4.
stretch time. It's the
Tigers
end
cut it to a
and the
1-run
Tigers
game again. In a battle with the Seattle Mariners. And doing I would say doing more with less. We're not really doing more, are we?
And we're back. Set for the last half of the 7th.
So we got to go back to the pen here.
Julio Rodriguez.
Probably going to want to go towards our back-end type guys. Not Tyler Holton just yet. Maybe a guy like Bo. Or Will Vest. Will Vest is probably a great option for this point in the game, just to try and keep everything where it is. We only have one lefty left in the pen, and that is Holton. But unfortunately, he's about the only one that I would trust to try and end this game. So we might just have to rock with right-handers. So we'll get Vest up. We'll also get up Bo Brisky. So now Tommy Canley against Rodriguez.
That's in there. That's strike 1.
Of course, it was a mistake fastball to Rodriguez that gave Seattle the lead.
And that one is downstairs. And 1
So
and
a
1.
guy with not a lot of command in Tommy Canley, not exactly great for this spot.
Slider for a strike.
J-Rod down 2
1
strikes.
ball, 2 strikes.
That
Will
one
not
off the
offer.
mark. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
No swings as of yet.
Count full.
It's just secondary fastball type pitches. I just can't hit the zone. I don't understand.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
We really needed that. Really needed that pitch. Slider taken for
Outside
strike
pitch got
3.
better of him that time.
He fouled off a couple good ones.
And now it's the cleanup. hitter for the
Rodriguez
Mariners.
goes down. Here is Arozarena.
First
Fastball
pitch
from
fastball
Canley
is
in.
in for a strike.
Ball.
Seattle again has done a great job just not chasing outside the zone very much.
In there at the knees for a strike.
Man, this
Just
guy's
not
got a great
doing it.
feel for his breaking ball today.
And in the air to
Swing and a
center.
fly ball, well struck left
Playable
field.
for Riley Green
Sizes this one up.
for out number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Austin.
2 down bases.
I'm kind of
empty.
flirting in my head
Up next for the
with
Mariners.
the rally
1
thong,
for
but I
3.
don't think this is the right spot to bring it out. Because again, I already told you, we already put a bad reputation on the rally tongue. We're 0 for 1 with it. But hopefully, we'll bring it out in the right scenario.
Such a good sinker.
Unfortunately, that's just not right now.
If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Slider, it's a nasty pitch. Malloy started in, has to go back. Good inning of work out of Tommy Canely. We don't even have to go in to Brisky or Vest yet. They are certainly, at least one of them, going to have to pitch in this game.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Mariners.
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the
Number
8th.
55.
Gabe Spire out for the Mariners. One game this season, a clean inning.
Late in the ball game.
Has not allowed a hit yet.
Just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Well, one-run game. Riley Green up now for the Tigers.
Well, again, Riley Green faces a lefty, but that does mean that Jahan will face a lefty as well. In the air, left center field. He's hit it fairly well, but a mile in the air.
Makes the grab one.
Yet again, bad launch angle. By the way, what? We still can't fix the textures on the wall ads?
Man, this guy was ready to hit.
How did we fuck that up?
Justin Henry Malloy.
So here's Malloy. Double play his first time, but it was a pretty well hit ground ball.
Yeah, there's the strike.
And I know you want to be patient.
Be a little bit more
as a
patient
hitter,
this
but
second time
you gotta be
around.
ready to jump on
Hope
the first
that
thing
Spire
straight. And he got one
makes
right
a
there,
mistake.
but left the bat on his shoulder.
Didn't. And we were late on 92 because of it.
And we're in the top of the 8th.
Back up the middle. Gonna be a bit of a tough play. Never mind. That ball just died.
To first, and now 2 gone.
Those plays can be tricky.
I guess to be fair, it never really had much on it. Only 65 off the bat. But man, oh man.
Next is the Tigers DH, Spencer Torkelson.
Well,
He's already
we got a
homered
chance
this
here. Torque with a home run his last AB against the left-hander.
Just
Take
off
that
the
ball
inside
one.
edge.
31,000 in attendance here at T-Mobile Park. Doesn't look like it.
And a swing and a miss there.
93 got on me a bit faster than I thought it was gonna.
Elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that.
Oh,
velocity.
yeah, it threw us a hanger.
And 2.
Very
Man, oh,
solid
man.
lead on the mound so far here in the 8th, holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly
1 and 2.
what they were looking for.
That's
It's
down and in.
inside 2 and 2.
Stays
Ow.
alive.
Torque
That
stays
wasn't an easy
alive.
pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
Ow.
Swing and a high fly
Skied
ball
high
left
from
field.
Torque. The Tigers will trail by at least a run heading into the 9th inning. We're staring 0 and 4 in the face. Canzone, Polanco, Garver, due up.
Back at T-Mobile Park, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Stepping in, Dominic.
Pitcher getting tired. Well, that's perfect because we weren't planning on pitching this inning with Canely. I think the importance is just keeping this game where it is, keeping it a 1-run game. So Will Vest gonna see some action tonight. No earned runs allowed in his one game this season.
Rate's very high. It just breaks a ton.
Dominic Canzone been a nuisance. However, not with no runners on base.
Just missed. Vest, a righty that throws with power. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider,
And a hard hit right in front of Justin Henry Malloy. Leadoff man is on.
And a good start to the inning.
The batter, number 7.
Here's the second baseman, Jorge Polanco.
Here's Polanco.
Polanco.
First
1-1.
pitch, not close. Canzone aboard here at first with nobody out.
Bad meter leg
Fouled
there.
off. He was late. Sinker catches.
Will Vest can throw a sinker. I'm not sure anybody else on this staff can. Slider got him. What a pitch from Vest. Great pitch from Will Vest. One away. Mitch Garver is 0 for 3.
There's the strike. 95 of that one. Man at first,
Change
one
up
away.
is a good call here, I think. Oh, yeah.
And that is strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Go gas up top. Or miss our spot, but Will Vest has struck out 2 here in the 8th.
Definitely an individual performance you want to
Trying to get the bats watching from the dugout some mojo here.
When you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Well, here is JP Crawford.
3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double.
The obnoxious JP Crawford. 3 for 3, big reason why Seattle is where they are right now. Back up the middle, Andy Ibanez catches that. Good flip onto first base, a 1-2-3 inning from Will Vest.
One left for Seattle as they hold on.
They retire Crawford for the first time today. McKinstry, Sweeney, and Rogers. Let's see who they throw out there.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
Mariners.
and on the mound is the closer.
Right-hander Matt Brash.
A chance at
Now,
his
2
first
games
save
this
of the
season,
year.
he's only pitched 1 inning. Has an ERA of 27.
Well, 1-run game. Here's the third base.
Well, we got a left-hander here, and Zach McKinstry had a flair for the dramatic a year ago. What a time it would be for McKinstry to do that again. Inside, well inside, nearly hit the knee of McKinstry, which of course we cannot really afford right now. Out away. Slider, and I had no clue. Not until it popped up on the screen that pitch to the slider. It didn't move like one. Oh, Zach, we gotta be on that. Oh, no. 1-2 on McKinstry. And into left field, Zach McKinstry with a leadoff single here in the 9th.
With a leadoff single.
Oh, come on now.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed.
Oh, no.
That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind
Well,
the
Austin
pitch,
has
but
officially
by getting that barrel into the hitting zone
rated the
early on in
stream.
swing, he was
I don't even know who you
able to
played.
still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Trey Sweeney also has a hit today.
Trey Sweeney will hit next.
We could put a runner in motion, 72 speed. However, so much gas from Brash, I don't think it's smart. And that one hit very well, left center field again, though.
And there's one down.
Just no carry. No carry, no power from this Tigers team.
The catcher, number 34, Jake Rogers.
Jake Rogers now at the plate.
Jake Rogers
0 for 3
remains
with 2
0 for.
strikeouts and a flyout.
Couple of strikeouts, but look at the pitches he saw last time. Ah!
And fouled off.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in.
Damn it.
Look for anything in the dirt. Try your
Just
best to get
early,
in
yeah,
scoring
that's the
position.
point.
Swing
Yep.
and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Kind of figured.
Sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone.
No, not in the 9th inning.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark.
Jake Rogers has gotten screwed twice today.
This one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive.
Well, it's his second strikeout looking. Yeah, they were both out of the zone.
Now it's the right fielder, Manuel Margot.
Manny Margot, the final chance for the Tigers. Ground ball, that'll end it. Tigers are 0-4.
And the Mariners hold on to win a tight one.
2-0 lead for Detroit. Jackson Jobe couldn't hang on to it, and yet again, it's a closer game. It's a game that I'd say we should have had. I mean, one bad mistake to that man, Julio Rodriguez, really flipped this game on its head. and we never really recovered. Mariners added on another. We clawed that run back, and it's a 1-run Tigers loss. Miller the win, Job the loss, and Rash the save.